Matt Kenseth, another thumbs up. 2 wins in a row in the chase. 7 wins this season. He's on this game. Even Jimmie Johnson couldn't keep up with him today. Jimmie's got to step up the game. At Dover this week in round 3 of NASCAR's championship chase. And I'm thinking that Matt Kenseth, exuding confidence. Not only is he driving strong, not only does he have horsepower, not only does he have confidence, he's winning these races in the clutch down the stretch. Today, at Loudon, New Hampshire, he beat his teammate, Kyle Busch, down the stretch again. How many times this season has Matt Kenseth beaten somebody in the clutch down the stretch? He's looking championship contender material to me, for sure. He's probably going to win the championship unless somebody can step to the plate, and it looks like 2 races in, hey, he's looking strong. But then remember, Greg Biffle a couple of years ago looked strong too the first couple of races in the chase and faded. We'll have to see how things play out. Right now, got a lot of other stories to worry about too. More Michael Waltrip fallout expected this week. Talked to the 5-hour energy guy today, and he doesn't seem too happy with NASCAR itself, much less with whatever is going on in the sport on his own teams. I'm wondering if he's going to stick around next season. Michael Waltrip, this could be the week that he either hangs in there or loses it all. Strange questions about a guy that is running on top of the world just a couple of weeks ago. Now all of a sudden he's running scared. NBC, we're getting confirmation, sort of, from ESPN that what Bruton Smith told us the other day is correct. That NBC will be taking over the second half of 214, starting at Indianapolis. And I'm thinking that that could change the schedule up. We'll have to see if they're going to change it up next year, play it just as it is, and then change it up for 215. A lot of things going on right now behind the scenes. A lot of things going on behind the scenes. But right now, front and center, Matt Kenseth beating Kyle Busch at Loudon, New Hampshire to win the New Hampshire 300. And I'm thinking that great crowd, 85,000 maybe, nice weather, blue skies, and a lot of guys had problems. Championship contenders like Jeff Gordon ran strong, overshot his pits. That was costly. And Casey Kane crashed, and I'm thinking he had a concussion. He looked a little dizzy after that. The NASCAR still let him back in that car to finish the race. I'm going to have to question that, especially after Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s problems last year with those 2 concussions. Clint Boyer, the guy at the center of most of the controversy coming out of Richmond, never in the game. Jimmie Johnson pulled off another top 5, 2 in a row now after those horrendous races for 4 in a row. He might be back. Dover's going to be the telling point for him. That's a good track for Jimmie, and we'll see what he can do to get back up there even with Matt Kenseth. Roger Penske, talked to him too today. He's been over in Europe, and he finally talked about those Richmond controversies that he got involved in somehow. Dismissed them all. I'm thinking that's a little disingenuous, especially after the CEO of NASCAR called him out specifically last weekend, took away his radios, said you can't go on top of the spotter stand. I'm thinking that Roger might have been a little more involved in some of that stuff than he's wanting to let on. But he's got Juan Pablo Montoya. Could be good on the IndyCar circuit in Chevrolets, but in NASCAR, he can put Juan Pablo in a Ford. Will Juan Pablo Montoya be in a Ford for the Daytona 500 next year? What can he do in a Ford? Sounds like a plus for Ford, but they need some pluses. And what about Toyota? Are they going to let Michael Waltrip hang in the wind? Are they going to keep supporting him? I tell you, there's a lot of bad publicity surrounding that operation right now. Sponsors bailing. We'll have to see what Toyota has to say about Michael Waltrip. Right now, Matt Kenseth on top of the world. Mike Bullhorn, Sunday night, New Hampshire Motor Speedway, Matt Kenseth winning round 2 of the chase.